said last night, Marco, you were hopeful it wasn't too serious. Is he going to be okay?
It's day to day. Yeah, it's kind of a lingering thing, but I hope he progresses this week and can play.
What's the hope for Colt this week?
Hopefully, he can get out of the protocol completely and progress to the point that he starts. I'm not sure where that's going to be, but that's our hope.
So you're still hoping he is able to come back?
Yes, yeah, as of today.
What's it looking like for Rodney Hudson the rest of the way?
Doesn't look good this week, I know. I mean, maybe the last one, but just hasn't progressed as we would have hoped.
You guys got some decent news on Tristan?
Decent, yeah. Not great as far as the immediate future, but it didn't look like anything too bad structurally. So he won't be available this week, but at least it doesn't seem like it'll be anything long term.
MCL sprain?
Some sort of MCL sprain or bone contusion, it sounded like.
How about a long snapper? He was in bad shape with his right shoulder.
Yeah, it was a pec issue, so we're still sorting through that.
I guess what specifically do you need to see Greg Dortch do to get consistent playing time moving forward?
Yeah, what he did yesterday, it was by far the most detailed he's been. Alignment, assignment, the technique, the route depth, all those things. And like I said after the game, really proud of how he responded. We challenged him to, hey, man, these last 3 weeks, let's do it like a pro in each and every snap. And we took him off the return duty so he could focus on that. And he responded. And you can see, and we've said it all along, when he knows what he's doing and he's running routes and catching the ball and in space, he's done a great job. And so we just got a bit off that. But I like what I saw yesterday.
What's stood out to you most about Cam Thomas' development over the season?
Just the work ethic, whether it's scout team or drill work or walkthrough. I mean, he's getting after it. He struggles at walkthrough because he wants to go full speed. It's one of those deals. And when he's going against our starting offensive lineman, he tries to win every rep, and that's the biggest thing. And you've seen the game slow down for him because he's practicing and worked so hard.
Kliff, what do you say to the guys after last night's game?
We just talk about sticking together. Was proud of the effort. They fought, had it down to the wire, had our opportunities, but they continued to give great effort and play hard and play to win, and that's all you can ask at this point.
I asked just because I imagine it honestly is hard, but it feels like a lot of the themes have been the same for a lot of the losses this season. Like, how do you try not to sound like a broken record when you're talking to them and it's kind of the same stuff?
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be played out with that group. I mean, they know what happened. They know what it looked like. And we have a great group that, when I'm done talking, they usually speak, and whether it's Buddha or JJ or somebody that does a great job handling that group and keeping everybody together.
With Matt Prater and the longer kicks, I mean, obviously he was dealing with a hip for a good chunk of the year. Do you have more confidence in him right now just because, okay, maybe he's gotten a little bit past that? Yeah,
no doubt. That was a lingering issue, probably more than he let on. He's one of those guys that hates to sit out. He feels like he's letting everybody down if he's not out there. And he pushed through there for a couple games. And just watching him in practice, watching him swing, talking to him about his confidence, he feels really confident right now, and he had some big kicks.
It looked like he came up to you. Maybe was he lobbying to kick from 60-plus yards in the regulation?
Yeah, we were hoping to get a little bit closer, but he was ready. There's no doubt. He would have been game for it.
Do you have a hard number for him, like 65?
It's probably right around there. Yeah, 65 would probably be the max at this point.
Do you have an idea now about Kyler's surgery?
I just know after the new year. That's all I know. I haven't got the exact date on it.
That 47-yard pass from Trace, have you seen a better pass from him?
No, that was really well thrown, and the way Hollywood went up and got it was impressive. He stepped up and made some big plays for us in the passing game.
It's never ideal to be down to your third string quarterback, but did you kind of enjoy putting together that game plan given the kind of different wrinkles? We saw the Wildcat, we kind of saw a little bit of everything there.
Yeah, we tried to tailor it to what Trace does well, and I thought he battled. Like I said after the game, wasn't always perfect, but gave us a chance to win at the end. And I thought his teammates, the O-line particularly, stepped up around him and played about as solid as they could play.
Obviously, the season's not over yet, but what do you think you've learned the most to try to manage the storm that has
been throughout this season?
Yeah, I think the same thing that since I've come into the NFL is just consistency with the players. You know, these guys are professionals. They handle their business, and they want to be led by somebody that has a plan, can show them, you know, what they need to do to get better, and make sure that you're not up and down yourself and are the same person every day, and then shoot them straight with where you're at and you know, where you're going.
You talk about the importance of Cole maybe getting back in there for you, for him, for the offense.
Yeah, he obviously brings a calmness and a, you know, he has a great feel for what we're trying to do, and the leadership of getting people in the right spot, getting the right calls, checking the right plays. I mean, that's a comfort level that we all have when he's out there, and I'd love to get him some, you know, confidence and play really well a couple more times heading into the offseason.
How do you think AJ's going to handle this year?
Yeah, like the consummate professional. Couldn't be more impressed by that for a myriad of reasons, but some things out of his control, and he's been a great mentor to those young players too. He shows up, works his tail off, and yeah, I can't say enough good things about how he's handled the situation.
You mentioned Max Williams before, trials and tribulations with that knee, but it was so bad, I think a lot of us didn't know how bad it was until we got a chance to all talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk about that journey for him and how he didn't know if he would even be able to walk normal again, let alone ever play football again?
Yeah, that's the toughest part. Is I mean, he's not able to walk normal at this point, you know, and just to see him push through and battle that injury and continue to play and be able to play in the NFL, it says a lot about his character. And you never know it. There's nobody that smiles more, enjoys the game more, you know, appreciates what he has more than Max. And that's why our locker room, our entire staff loves the guy.
When you see him having to walk at the gait he does now, do you ever look at this game and be like, why do you guys do this? I mean, obviously you grew up playing it, but like...
Yeah, no, things like that, it's tough, especially a guy like that who, I mean, he's pure joy. He loves the game more than anybody I've been around. His dad played professional football, but I've never heard him once complain. You know, he's a guy who appreciates being here and I think understood the risk, and just unfortunate that happened, but he's been a trooper about the entire situation.
Coach, thank you.
Thank y'all, appreciate it.